make contact with Yazawa.
He's out in the lower fields, apparently.
Lower fields?
That's what was written on the door of his empty room.
Where are you?
There's an office that was occupied by the regional director in the office block. I'm on my way there.
I see. That works out well then. Obtain the Rice-related data from the terminal at the Autonomous Regional Citizen Center, located in the office block. Regarding that micro-machine Rice Plato found the other day, the configuration of it was a dead-on match for the Rice that our friend Pua tried to deliver. This leads us to the assumption that he brought that micro-machine Rice out of the Tohoku Autonomous Region. Therefore, the storage of this grain has to be somewhere in that region. Find out where it's being stored, and I want the complete background on the weapons that flowed into the area too.
Roger.
I'm gonna go on ahead to the base of the dam. I saw something there that looked like a training ground.
If you could also clean out the place, it'd be a big help. I see the entrance to the office block. Talk to you later. Gotta go. Now commencing infiltration into office block.
Roger that. It feels as if somebody's anticipating our moves, and I don't like it.
I think you're right. But we may be able to outwit the enemy because of that.
What's wrong?
Nothing to worry about. I'm going in.
There's been a lot of dismantling in the office block, even for the autonomous zone. There are also points where it's easy for the enemy to attack. Proceed with due caution.
Roger that.
Major, bounce me that virus that was planted in the monorail. I'll check it out.
Will do. By the way, I did some checking on my own, and I found that it's not very friendly at all.
I'll dig into it a little deeper.
Open fire!
Major, bounce me that virus that was planted in the monorail. I'll check it out.
Will do. By the way, I did some checking on my own, and I found that it's not very friendly at all.
I'll dig into it a little deeper.
When the hell did you...
The elevator should work now.
What's wrong?
Somebody's following the tracks left by your hat, Major.
Tracking?
Major, do you remember Nemuro?
As in the Nemuro landing operation?
It's not hard to ID someone from the way they breach defenses. There's only one person capable of tracking you, Major. Just to be sure, I'll trace his whereabouts after the war.
Good idea.
All clear. Nothing to report, Lisa. There you are!
About those allegedly scrapped military weapons. When I presented the evidence to the military that they still existed in the autonomous region, I was told that they began considering a troop deployment.
They're always looking out for themselves. By the way, about that micro-machine rice that Fuad stockpiled. That's the one piece in this convoluted puzzle that I just can't get to fit. It doesn't add up.
Based on my inquiries at Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries, they're reluctant to give a straight answer.
Seems there's more to this.
There are always two sides to things. You get to the truth after first learning the situation on each side. Don't you agree?
Open fire! Public security's left.
There's an M.M. Rice patent application file in there? You know they say that M.M. Rice was developed 4 years back by the Agriculture Ministry's research agency.
Ishikawa, check along those lines too.
Roger.
Running won't help you. Corner the target.
The dismantling is further along than I thought.
Try to find out whatever you can.
Roger.
Where are they hiding? Where are they hiding? Doesn't look like they're over here either. Doesn't look like they're over here. You won't get away! You won't get away! It's your reputation.
This block was renovated by the workers who settled down here. That's why we don't have any accurate map data on it. Use your own 2 eyes to verify things as you proceed.
Major, that grain is micro-machine rice that was developed by applying Fuwa and Goto's research to a rice strain called Riku 131. Yasuo created it back when the Autonomous Region was a military facility.
You're saying the Agriculture Ministry's research agency was really the Autonomous Region?
Conjecture doesn't amount to proof. Ishikawa, comb through every single record of the Agricultural Ministry that relates to micro-machine rice.
Go to the target! What the hell did you...
Major, that grain is micro-machine rice that was developed by applying Fuwa and Goto's research to a rice strain called Riku 131. Yasuo created it back when the Autonomous Region was a military facility.
You're saying the Agriculture Ministry's research agency was really the Autonomous Region?
Conjecture doesn't amount to proof. Ishikawa, comb through every single record of the Agricultural Ministry that relates to micro-machine rice.
The channel is being forcibly tuned.
Can you hear me, my good police officer? Only I am able to transmit via this emergency channel, so I'm going to take the liberty to speak to you.
He had a net set up on the terminals?
I am Eiichi Goto. Kei's honorable ideals are being tarnished because of a traitor. That is something I will not stand for.
Over there?
I have a favor to ask of you people. You've detected my location, I take it. Come here, hurry! If you don't, I'll be erased by...
You'd better hurry up. I was contacted by Goto. The signal was coming from the training grounds control room.
I picked it up here too. Looks like I'm the closest.
During his career, Goto developed independent theories not only on joint engineering but micro-machine technology as well. His ideas never became mainstream, but it can't be denied that he's a man who had a profound impact on the scientific research of the day.
The enemy prosthetic bodies we retrieved from the pier were retrofits based off of commercial products. Even our Red Coast back at the lab couldn't make heads or tails of technology backed by Goto's theories.
Bato, it's imperative that you track down Goto and make contact with him at once. In addition, we need to get the entire lowdown on the enemy, collect all the records that are stored at the training grounds.
Roger. You want me to play hide and seek in a place like this with some old man?
You're the closest, aren't you?
All right, all right. Dummies, huh? Well, now, I guess it's time to do some cleaning.
Based on the findings, it's fairly obvious that intensive training was conducted here.
Hey, Bato, want me to record the results of your training? What do you think?
Knock yourself out.
When Fuwa and I realized we had been betrayed, we attempted to stop that rat. It was for that reason that Fuwa went to Niham by himself. If we don't hand over that rice, terrible things will happen.
I heard something in Hanamaki. Some residents saw a jumbo helicopter flying off toward the dam.
There was a Jigabachi here.
I showed them a picture of one, but they claimed that wasn't what they saw.
Open fire! Fine. I fire!
When Fuwa and I realized we had been betrayed, we attempted to stop that rat. It was for that reason that Fuwa went to Niham by himself. If we don't hand over that rice, terrible things will happen.
I heard something in Hanamaki. Some residents saw a jumbo helicopter flying off toward the dam.
There was a Jigabachi here.
I showed them a picture of one, but they claimed that wasn't what they saw.
Vicious over here! Running won't help you! Enemies! Running!
Learning of Fuwa's death, I concluded that the perfect time would be when that thing was returning to the autonomous region. I planted a virus, but when that failed, it was over. I had no other cards to play, no aces on this. I must tell them. Can't use.
What a public...
Yazawa's ideas?
Yeah, that's what was sent in Section 9 on that.
Bato, do you read me?
Jeez, what's with the encrypted channel?
Have you seen Yazawa's ideals?
Yeah, that's what was sent to Section 9, I have.
I'm learning that Yazawa's underlying rationale might be surprisingly close to our own.
That doesn't sound like you, Major.
I sensed something.
That was just a memory. You sure you didn't catch a nasty virus or get hit by something? Well, I guess that's not possible.
I'm gonna go snoop around the office block a little more. Meanwhile, I'll leave Goto's detention to you.
All right.
It's not safe here either. Please hurry. I beg you.
Infighting?
If Fuwa and Goto really were the ones who were trying to protect Yazawa's ideals, then that shortens the list of people opposing them.
Toshimi Tagami, the regional director?
Something happened.
To neutralize the autonomous region, the military has started to consider sending in 2 cargo helicopters full of ranger squads as an advanced party.
Those nectar-sucking bees are sure taking their own sweet time.
Some Rice info out of the Agriculture Ministry. It was developed in the Autonomous Zone using Riku 131 as a base. Its official designation is Riku 132. It was developed at an Agriculture Ministry research facility. But what they probably meant was the Tohoku Autonomous Region. Its produce is developed and grown by a research agency that's run under the national budget. So that in itself doesn't really pose a problem.
Which means that the trouble is actually with those people who participated in the research.
I found something on the Agriculture Ministry service.
What is it?
I'm forwarding you 27 emails. They sound like blackmail letters.
Blackmail?
All of them say things like, stop the lies, tell the truth, and disclose the truth or you'll pay the price. When I ran a trace route on the email, I followed it to its origin and wound up in Hanamaki.
Good. Stay on the Agriculture Ministry, Boma. Togus, go through the files relating to the MM Rice in Hanamaki again. Don't overlook anything. Something's got to turn up.
Roger.
What the hell did you...
Goto? A high-velocity, armor-piercing round from behind. He wasn't shot very long ago. This is it. Who the hell is that?
Did you manage to take Goto into custody?
Yeah. I found him, but he was a stiff. And not a very talkative one at that.
Understood. We'll meet up below.
Roger.
About the blackmail letter sent to the Agriculture Ministry. One just like it was confirmed at the Home Affairs Ministry. However, police intervention in the autonomous region was declined in this case. They claimed the cops couldn't get involved because it was strictly a military matter.
They're fighting over turf again? They're always trying to save face over the stupidest things.
It most likely means there are some facts they want to keep a lid on. Locate the entrance to the underground facility and identify whatever it is that's down there.
What do you mean, whatever it is?
Whatever!
Hey, could you try to make less noise around here? We are on a mission.
In this case, I'm attempting to lessen the tension during combat as much as possible. I was just thinking of the mental state people are in when they're alone and lonely. Hearing their names called out by someone they know will calm their nerves and lift their spirits.
That's not how I feel right now.
Oh?
See? They must fun. Let's go, Tacoma.
This must be one of those bloodfests.
No, it ain't.
The military has decided to deploy troops. Hanamaki's garrison will take them in and the Rangers will deploy from there. The military has issued a request to Section 9. They're asking us to secure the training grounds in order to ensure their safety when they land.
While they sit back and watch the fun?
Given the circumstances, I want the military to owe us a favor.
Not much a choice.
Mr. Bato, let's make some noise!
I centered my search around the Erie from Hanamaki. The Emin rice from the autonomous region is turning up in Tokyo markets as premium grade rice. The state holds the patent, and the producing area is restricted to the TAR. I can't verify production anywhere outside that.
Can you pinpoint where it's being shipped to?
I'm working on it.
Does this mean that the development of such rice has been exported abroad as a patent?
With the demand for an obscenely high patent fee.
Mr. Bato, your cyber brainwaves are becoming unstable. I've heard it.
The military. They're in a rush to put the fire out now that they know sparks could fall on their own damn heads. They should have come sooner if they were going to. An Oniyama? Don't tell me they've got one of those too. Crap, if it's not one thing, it's another. Looks like the lid of Pandora's box just opened.
That enemy chopper is an assault helicopter that the military uses as a personnel transport. As long as this and the A8 cannon are watching the airspace, the military can't send in reinforcements. Major, Bato, neutralize them immediately.
What's the choice of weapons they can have in its cargo bay?
If they have armed suits, it can carry up to 4. The ones that we used before during that sniping system testing didn't have that capability, though.
to get on board then. Well, that's a royal pain, isn't it?
As long as that's buzzing around up there, we can't sneak into the underground factory.
I'll act as a decoy.
You will?
There's a handy toy by the entrance.
An anti-aircraft cannon.
I'll draw the helicopter away. While I keep him busy, you try to get the hacking code for that cannon.
Understood. I'll contact you as soon as I have the code. Major, I can trust you on this, right?
Trust me.
Never mind. It's nothing. Let's do it.
Okay.
I found the primary recipients for the micromachine rice. An upscale restaurant in Nihama called Kurikake, and a cafeteria in the assembly building. It's been delivered there for the past 3 years.
If it's good enough to satisfy a politician's stomach.
Chief, there's military movement. My surveillance target from intelligence is on the move. I'll tell him.
The anonymous bank account suspected to belong to the surveillance target just ballooned.
Chief, I've detected a virus code for a cellular suicide program in the MM rice that Fuwa was carrying on him. That's tainted rice. There's a virus planted in it.
Any vaccine?
Including verification, only in 30 hours. Even if I had the virus source code, it would still take about 16 hours.
Which means he's got potential hostages. A new blackmail letter has been confirmed by the Agriculture Ministry. In it, they're demanding that the country recognize the Tohoku Autonomous Region as an independent state, and that the rights to micro-machine rice revert back to the Autonomous Region. The deadline is 24 hours from now. If their demands aren't met by then, they'll remotely activate the cellular suicide program in the people who have eaten the infected rice.
Major, in the next 20 hours,
I'm not done extracting the information.
Hurry up!
Level 5 barrier breach. Download.
Go!
Don't call me by my first name, okay?
Geez, you had me worried. Will you just be more careful with your life?
Sure, I'll keep that in mind. 'Cause the worst is yet to come.
We've used the records the Major retrieved from the helicopter to devise an infiltration route into the underground facility. There are 2 underground installations. One is set up to research M.M. Rice and the other deals specifically with weapons. This threat posed by the tainted Rice has turned this case into a potential hostage situation. The authorities have called an unofficial meeting, but many are saying that the virus is just a bluff on the part of the autonomous region. This faction is demanding that they launch an assault. Now that the anti-aircraft installations are neutralized, the calls inside the military for an airstrike are growing louder.
They want to erase everything, don't they?
I bet that's what they were after all along.
Our mission is to smoke out an invisible enemy who's lurking behind this terrorism at the same time we're trying to prevent the terrorist act. Perhaps there's 2 people who know the whole story behind this. It's either Kei Yazawa or Regional Director Toshimi Tagami. Take both of them into custody and track down any records that can possibly be used as evidence.
Roger. I'll take Yasawa and Tagami. Bato, you handle the factory.
Sure.
What'll come out, the tiger or the lady? Shall we open it and be surprised?
Why not? From here on out, we're gonna split up and act as 2 teams. Time is short.
Listen, forget it. It was nothing.
It's do or die time. Let's go!
The deeper you go in the mine shaft, the less reliable our cybercoms will be.
We'll relay you information via the Tachkoma. Tachkoma!
Yes, ma'am! Just leave it to me!
The elevator is stopped.
Maybe they cracked our concealed hacking key.
We'll find another route.
Sorry.
What a public security. Over there! Over there! You won't get away!
If you open the bulkhead, you should be able to head down. There's a terminal nearby. Look for it, okay?
What are the target? What a public security's like. Where the hell are you? Like they're over here.
This way looks good.
Major, there's a fan in the opening to the ventilation shaft. Be careful when you move.
Roger.
on, boys!
Looks like they're not done building yet.
That's why we don't have enough info on this.
So, you finally reached the bottom. This is it. It's do or die time. Be on your guard.
Chief? This is the Major. Now commencing infiltration into interior. Bato, you ready? No cybercom reception down here, apparently.
The cybercom signal from the Major was cut off. She must have reached the bottom of the shaft. We surmise that the Tohoku Autonomous Region has military power on par with a small country, so we cannot overlook this state of affairs, and the military may initiate an airstrike. Gather as much information as you can and make it back alive.
Roger.
That's gotta be the underground factory. That's one serious mousetrap. I don't have time to circle around. So I'd better get moving then.
Apparently, they've got response type sensors set up that are linked with a security system. Move carefully.
I gotcha. I'm amazed that a honking big facility like this got built without being noticed.
They must have a system that can provide a huge labor force by using illegal workers.
They get hooked with the promise of good wages, but then they're brainwashed and put to the grindstone for nothing, huh?
The entire cache of the Tohoku Autonomous Region's weapons might be stored here. Destroy the activation program and put them out of commission.
Roger.
Looks like weapon shipment records.
They weren't taking weapons that had been misappropriated. The stuff was coming from right here.
They must have been making new weapons from the scrap materials from the dismantling of the Autonomous Region, and those weapons that were due to be scrapped. The weapons recycling plant wasn't in Etorofu, but in the Tohoku Autonomous Region.
Togasa, ferret out the truth behind the Etorofu recycling plant.
Roger. Regarding the Etorofu recycling plant, it's like you thought, Chief. They had secret ties to a smuggling outfit. Their prime dealing partners are countries in Central Asia and Africa. They overlap the Rice export destinations. But shipments suddenly stopped. Nothing's moved these past 3 months.
That overlaps the period of the Agriculture Ministry's blackmail raids.
Which means that since then they've been gearing up for a big party.
Regarding the Ototofu recycling plant, it's like you thought, Chief. They had secret ties to a smuggling outfit. Their prime dealing partners are countries in Central Asia and Africa. They overlap the Rice export destinations. But shipments suddenly stopped. Nothing's moved these past 3 months.
That overlaps the period of the Agriculture Ministry's blackmail orders.
Which means that since then they've been gearing up for a big party. This stockpile of weapons was what they needed to declare their independence then. Even so, the difference between their firepower and the military's is night and day. What's going on in Yazawa's head?
I found a file on the prototype tank. It says it was a technical donation to Kinbishi Heavy Industries. The name of the regional director is listed along with those of Fuwa and Goto.
Tagami again? Man, that lady's name keeps popping up in places you'd never expect.
I'll try diving Kinbishi too. Here's a center. Tagami is writing the source code for a tactical AI all by herself. She's on par with the Major. I'll try tracking her, but... I've got it. This source code closely resembles the one used by the tactical unit of the 7th Special Forces.
The name of her landing operation? Meaning this Tagami woman is...
Yep, exactly. Tagami is creating her own custom terrorists by overriding the mindsets of the ones who didn't idolize Yasu. And I bet you that some of those became raw material for puppets or ghosts by ghost dubbing them.
A note from Yazawa? Now that's a novelty. A terrorist with pure ideals. I once heard that people become terrorists because they run out of hope. Was that Yazawa's case? He had no hope left? Tagami is Yazawa's older sister?
I finished going through the military records from the time of the mineral lending out. We had Tagami's family registered. As an infant, when her parents divorced, her name changed from Yazawa to Tagami.
Now I get it. But it's awfully hard to believe that's their connection.
There's one more thing. In the military, Toshimi Tagami was assigned to the 7th Special Forces Task Force. She was the company's commander.
Tagami was commander of the 7th Tactical Unit? You mean to tell me?
Yes. She's the choreographer.
Prosthetic bodies? This area looks like their dressing room. That must be the prosthetic body we saw on the monorail. And this one is the regional director's original prosthetic body. Which means that must be her secret treasure chest. Hey, it's... It's you, Major. Look at this. This is Kei Yazawa, the boss of this region who we chased here. He's been dead a while.
I'm too late.
Don't tell me she... Son of a bitch!
Visual camouflage? No, it's not camouflage. This is where the tainted rice was created.
Once again, so that people may experience the simple and pure joy of true happiness, in order for all poverty and suffering to be forever eradicated from the face of the earth, I intend to boldly set out on a road that leads to nowhere. Even if this road should end in nothing, I am certain that those who live lives of righteousness ideals have become detached from this place and been miserably corrupted by the foul influences of the state. It all began with the erasing of our very existence from this world. The state obliterated our presence from everyone's memories. It even robbed us of our dreams and ideals. Like phantoms cursed to haunt our...
We're trying to take our ideals and transform them into a reality on our own terms. There's one thing that we hope for above and beyond all else, a world in which people like us aren't necessary any longer.
If hunger and poverty vanish from this planet, crime and terrorism ought to be wiped out along with them. Kay dreamed of that, and he disappeared with that dream unfulfilled. Now, the only vestige that remains of his dream is Riku 132. But the state took advantage of his last hope. For the sake of profit, K's ideals were crushed underfoot. Riku 132, meant to save us from hunger and need, became a luxury item to fill the gullets of the wealthy who were starved for new extravagances. They unjustly charge usage fees to those who ought to be provided for and have legal rights to access it. Not only that, but insult is added to injury as the corrupt chain of systems suck up profits under the pretext of renewal. Are you people honestly capable of stopping that? You who have been reduced to puppets of the state cannot possibly betray that state, can you?
All of us fight in the name of what we believe to be just and ethical. If you ask me, nothing else is worth following.
people hadn't shown up, if you hadn't gotten involved, everything would have gone according to plan and worked out perfectly.
What the hell is going on? Major? Sure, now I get it. But which one? Both of their ID signals show each to be the real Major. Not much choice then. So you're the fake!
You're late.
Damn! Nothing changes with you. That bitch triggered this place's self-destruct program.
We have everything we need. Just gotta get out of here and it's mission complete.
If we get out.
This really isn't my day, is it?
This way's no good either. Man, we were so close.
Yeah, comic antics can come much later.
Huh?
We're out of here.
Oh, jeez. The whole thing is underwater.
Looks that way.
Simultaneous multiple leaks of the Riku micro machine configuration have been confirmed. Thanks to that, the rights to the NM rice that the Japanese government had a monopoly on are now effectively license-free. As for the tainted rice, Ishikawa is working on a vaccine program for it.
Wasn't it a utopian dream of theirs to use the micro-machine rice to finance their independence?
Eliminate hunger and poverty from this planet, and create a world in which all people are content. Those words came straight out of Toshimi's memory. The copyright is turned into copyleft. In a sense, you could say Kei Yazawa's dream has been made into a reality.
You think that woman had this plan too?
More than likely.
It's not easy to understand the love a sister has for her little brother.
By the way, Bato, I'm curious. How were you able to tell that it wasn't me back there?
Oh, that? Geez, how many years have we been teamed up now?
Unbelievable.
And you'd never turn around just because I called your name.
I heard that.